the class of 1987. Will the audience please stand and remain standing for the memorial.
A friend of many. He was also an exceptional student, an outstanding athlete, and most important of all, he was one of our classmates. Unfortunately, Brian cannot be here this afternoon, so we're dedicating this rose in the memory of Brian Zust.
And now, in the memory of Brian Zust, may we all bow our heads in a moment of silence.
Introduce to you Mrs. Countryman from the Board of Education. Now I'm honored to introduce to you Mrs. Kozel from the Board of Education, and may I also add that she graduated here from Palatine High School 30 years ago.
Like this. If you want to be in the top 50% of those who are successful, show up. If you want to be in the top 40% of those who are successful, show up and be on time. If you want to be in the top 30% of those who are successful, show up, be on time, and set some goals. If you want to be in the top 20% of those who are successful, show up, be on time, set some goals, and be able to demonstrate a sense of commitment to those goals. And finally, if you want to be in the top 10% of people who are successful, show up, be on time, set your goals, show a commitment to your goals, and remember, in the end, it's your relationship with people, not with things that will determine whether or not you are successful. Best wishes for your success.
Student speaker, our class president, Joe Mendoza.
I'd like to thank the senior class for allowing me to speak here today. I'll keep this as short as possible. But since most of us graduating today here have been anxious to get out of here since day one freshman year, maybe I'll just make it go on and make you suffer. But seriously, it seems ridiculous that anyone would want to leave Palatine High School. Today we are going from a world where little responsibility is placed upon us to a world where, although it's not quite the end of the world, much work and responsibility is placed upon us. Although there are always exceptions, I'm sure it's safe to say that most of us have loved going to high school, even if we didn't realize it. Although we have forgotten most of what was taught to us, we did learn what wasn't taught to us, but what was taught to us by our surroundings, and that is how to live in general. I feel sorry for anybody who came here just to learn and get good grades, and didn't have time to socialize. Somebody like this will end up making millions of dollars, but won't be happy because money can't teach us how to live. High school has taught us how to live. It has taught us how to make friends, how to get rid of rotten friends, how to deal with problems, and how to enjoy the satisfaction of a job well done. Learning this is more valuable than anything anyone could possibly teach us. Learning how to make friends is probably the strongest of all things we learned here at Palatine High School. If we think about all of our friends, we can probably remember how and where we met them. But try to remember exactly how they became your friends. Somehow they became your friends, and then we divided our friends into good friends and just plain friends. As I look in the audience, I see a lot of good friends, and I see many friends. What makes me scared is after this summer, everyone will go their separate way and make new friends. And and I'm sure this holds true for everyone graduating today. But who are these people that will become our future friends? Next week I might go to Woodfield, walk by somebody that can become my friend, and I'd never know it. Or maybe if I call a wrong number and a girl answers, 10 years later we might get married and never remember the first time we spoke. But many of us are going out to a different place, whether it be college, work, or whatever. As we head toward these places, we are probably afraid of meeting new people. If this is what you think, just remember, if it was hard for you to meet people in high school, it'll be easy. And if it was easy for you to meet people in high school, it'll be even easier. We've been trained for 4 years on how to meet people. We can't be afraid to go up to someone and just start a conversation. We'll probably end up with some sort of group of friends wherever it is we go. We'll meet our friends by meeting people from this group and meeting friends of people that are in the group. But of all the millions of people in the world, how can we be sure that the people we associate with in this group are the people that are best suited to be our friends? That is why it's a good idea to try to meet people by simply going up to them and saying hello. Maybe we won't become friends with this person, but saying hello could put this person into a good mood, and it might just wear off on everyone, and maybe someone else will come out of the clear blue and just say hello and try to meet us. When this happens, give that person a chance and talk to them for a minute. I believe in giving everyone a chance. Don't look at the way they look or what you've heard from other people about them. Talk to them yourselves and decide for yourself what kind of people they are. I've tried to meet all you people out there in those crazy red dresses, and although I haven't met everyone, I'm sad to say that I probably won't see most of you ever again. And that goes for everyone. The people we talk to in school all the time, but we're never really close friends with, we'll probably never see again, and if we see them 5 years later, we most likely won't even recognize them. Before you leave today, take a look around and look at everyone, because we will never see these people again on a regular basis. This may seem sad, but here's how we can look at it. Each person has many lives. Today, one of our lives ends, and tomorrow a brand new life starts up. For some of us, the life ending today was a good one. For some of us, the life ending today was a bad one. And some people were so confused they probably had no idea what was going on in the first place. But whenever we think of high school, I hope it isn't too bad, because for me at least, Palatine High School was a great place to spend one of my lives. Thank you.
Our senior commencement committee proudly chose Mr. Joe Johnson as our faculty speaker. Mr. Johnson has been a cross-country and track coach for 25 years. And now please welcome Mr. Johnson.
Some of you wonder how it feels to get up here. It's something like going out to do battle with a big giant. I always wondered, now I know. First of all, I'd like to thank this community for 25 wonderful years here at Palatine High School. Your kindness and generosity of spirit will long be remembered by me and my family. I would like to thank the outstanding class of 1987 for giving me this opportunity to speak today. We shall miss this senior class and their many contributions to Palatine High School. This has been a class of high achievers with high ideals. This has been a class of tough competitors. This has been the class on the move. Continue to believe in your own self-worth.